In Ukraine, a pretty large number of Russian tanks have been destroyed. As per Oryx, a project that records independently verifiable losses throughout the conflict, more than 950 Russian tanks have been lost, of which 593 were destroyed, 37 were damaged, 51 were abandoned, and 283 were captured. Even the modern T-90M had to bite the dust. Since the much-hyped but still not serial-produced T-14 Armata main battle tanks are unavailable for combat duties, the T-90M is currently the most potent Russian tank in service. It's important to note that this list documents only confirmed losses. Actual numbers are likely to be much higher. The General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces had stated earlier, as a result of losses during hostilities, the Russian enemy was forced to withdraw from storage T-62 tanks to recruit reserve battalion tactical groups that are being formed to be sent to Ukraine. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why so many Russian tanks are getting destroyed as per British MOD. Let's get into the details. This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. Use the code DEFENSE at the checkout to get an extra month free for the 2-year plan. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The British MOD has published its findings, which state, the heavy attrition of Russian main battle tanks in Ukraine is highly likely partially due to Russia's failure to fit and properly employ adequate explosive reactive armor (ERA). Used correctly, ERA degrades the effectiveness of incoming projectiles before they hit the tank. This suggests that Russian forces have not rectified a culture of poor ERA use, which dates back to the First Chechen War in 1994. It's highly likely that many Russian tank crews lack the training to maintain ERA, leading to either poor fitting of the explosive elements or being left off entirely. These deficiencies probably contribute to the widespread incidents of turret ejection, which are well documented in eyewitness videos from Ukraine. The war has seen numerous failures by Russian commanders to enforce low-level battle discipline, such as the use of ERA. The cumulative effect of these failures is likely a significant factor behind the poor performance of Russia's forces. Essentially, all anti-tank munitions work by piercing the armor and then either disable the crew inside, disable vital mechanical systems, or create spalling that disables the crew, or all three. ERA works on the principle of counter-explosion. The idea of counter-explosion in armor was first proposed by the Scientific Research Institute of Steel, NII Stali, in 1949 in the USSR by academician Bogdan Vyacheslavovic Wojciechowski, 1922 to 1999. The element of explosive reactive armor, ERA, is made out of a sheet or slab of high explosive sandwiched between two plates, typically metal, called the reactive or dynamic elements. So ERA is basically tiles that have explosives. On attack by a penetrating weapon, the explosive detonates, forcibly driving the metal plates apart to damage the penetrator. These tiles are fitted on specific portions of a tank. Russians have developed Contact 5 and Relikt ERA. Many experts have been surprised by the heavy Russian tank losses, and even larger questions have been raised regarding the viability of tanks in modern conflicts. While Western-supplied ATGMs, or anti-tank guided missiles, like Javelin and NLAWs, as well as poor tactics from the Russian side, have played their part, not everything can be explained by these. Now we have a better understanding of this, thanks to the official British MOD revelation. ERA is one of the key elements that protect a tank on the battlefield. There were many reports earlier, too, that indicated that many Russian tanks in Ukraine either don't have ERA installed or have defective pieces. Some have attributed this to corruption, since the tech is present but has not actually reached where needed. This can't be fixed easily now, since production will have to be ramped up and there are logistical challenges. The Russian tank force will most likely continue to suffer heavily, which will obviously hinder their progress in this conflict. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.